Finally, some real exciting news. I finally got the text from Tesla that my Model Y is on its way to the delivery center, and I need to schedule the delivery appointment tonight. I actually got the text a few days ago, so I've scheduled my appointment already. There wasn't seeming to be a lot of flexibility with it at all. I don't know what happened if I didn't do it that night. Like, do I lose my spot, or what happens? I don't know. There also wasn't a lot of appointment times. Basically, there were a couple of time slots on a Friday and a couple of time slots on a Saturday. So I was able to make one of the Saturday ones work for me. Um, but it seems like not much interaction with anyone at all. I mean, this is all through their website and text messages, so not great, but whatever. Under the order page, it showed a page like a form to make payment arrangements. I figured since I am financing through Tesla, which they're doing through U.S. Bank, that I should put my payment information in there, and that would just kind of make the transaction go smoother. Probably do not do that. Yeah. They will actually take the down payment at that time. Luckily enough, I have enough in my account to cover that, but that could be a shocker or a surprise for somebody else, and you could start bouncing checks or whatever. Not good. So probably read that a little bit more carefully than I did. Especially since the Model Y still is kind of iffy on quality, and things like panel gaps or the paint or other issues that I've seen from other videos. So it kind of makes me nervous. I probably should have just taken a personal check and paid them after I did an inspection of the vehicle. I'm hoping it'll all go well though. Also, my VIN never showed up on my order page, which is kind of weird. It wasn't, listed on the order page. I also even did the check source code trick and nothing there. I did notice that, there was a link to my order agreement, and from, that PDF, I was able to get the VIN number. So from that, I figured I should get my butt in gear to, check out things like insurance for the new car. My current car is through USSA, through a family member, military family member. And I haven't had to make any claims with USSA, and, their rates seem pretty good. And so I was hoping to just add my Model Y to that. Unfortunately, they would not. For some reason, they require my family member to be on the registration in order to insure it under a current policy. Initially, we thought it was because it was being financed, but, just for kicks, we selected, that it wasn't being financed. I still couldn't add it unless they were on the registration. I'm not sure why that is. It's kind of weird. For kicks, we did select the option that they were on the registration. And we got a quote, between $600 and $700 for a 6-month, period, which seems pretty reasonable. My family member was willing to be on the registration, probably because they thought that would let them drive the Model Y anytime they wanted to. Yeah, whatever. So, I started looking at other companies for car insurance. I went with a previous company I had used, Liberty Mutual, which I think does not want my business anymore. I got a quote from them, and it was close to $1,400 for the same 6-month period. More than double. So yeah, not Liberty Mutual. I'm hoping that wasn't a sign of things that come with other insurance companies. I looked at some other ones. One of those was Progressive. They were actually lower than USAA, but that was because they had a slightly higher deductible. They didn't have a matching deductible to match what my USAA coverage was. I adjusted the deductible to be lower, and at that point it was a little bit higher than USAA, but very comparable. I also checked with the Geico as well. They do not have the Model Y on their website. They also don't recognize the Model Y VIN number for some reason. So I had to select other Tesla, and they asked me how much it cost and that, I guess, to kind of gauge the insurance quote. They also came in at a little bit more than the USA numbers, but, comparable. So I think ultimately I'm probably just going to use Progressive, for no real reason than that's the one I'm going to go with. Both of the Progressive and Geico quotes included some kind of new policy discount, so I'm going to see how much things jump in 6 months. So that light change was just my monitor turning off. And if you see me looking over that way, that's because I'm looking at my notes. I was trying not to ramble on and on this video. And as for why I didn't want to add my family member to the registration, it's because I'm financing it. That would maybe make them liable for some of the financing. I'm not really sure. They're also going to be at their annual training when I'm, scheduled my delivery date. So that would have caused a new host of problems, probably because, the Tesla website says that all the registrants need to be present for delivery. So hopefully next time you see me, I will be driving home my new Model Y. That's it for now, folks.